Hello and welcome to Meanwhile back on the hobby farm. Today we are touring where I say we board our horses, but we take care of them and stuff. We rent the barn and the pastures. That's what we do. Hey, check this out. This is a nice piece of property that these folks have. And check out this birdhouse. See this birdhouse? And if you go down, look at the handle. It's actually a shovel. With that said, I promise I'm not gonna dig, no pun intended, myself into any type of hole today on some of my corny jokes that I have. These are some of this is Brad and Tracy's homestead. These are some of the birds. I helped them take care of them when they went away for a few days camping last month. And they're a little bit more friendly than my birds. They get closer to me. Actually, that rooster there will let me hand feed them. My rooster, he'll attack me. But we'll come over here. This is an old goat house, and well, he was gone. I put a door on it and locked his birds up because he had some raccoons that were killing. They killed some of his guineas, a duck, and 4 turkeys. So I put a door on this old goat house he wasn't using anymore. He used to have goats. And that's Mother Goose. Hey, Donald Duck. How you doing? These are meat birds, the turkeys. They're going to be going to meat camp, freezer camp pretty soon. They get a little bit bigger. This is one of the pastures that we use as a backup pasture while we let the other one grow, so the horses have something to feed on all the time. And this is where they lock up some of the chickens at nighttime. Some of the chickens spend the night in that pear tree, and some stay in the way up on the loft in the barn. Got the little drinking water / swimming pool over here. And this is a chicken tractor. We're going to be using that the end of the summer. We're going to get some meat birds, some turkeys and some chickens, and you feed them, keep them for about 10 weeks, and then they go to freezer camp. We're going to come over here and check out all of this hay. That's a lot of hay. It goes up there on the rafters, goes all the way back. Over here is a bin that we're going to purchase some sawdust for winter bedding. We are going to keep the horses here throughout the winter. And as you can see, there's a lot of hay here. This is, he does the same thing as I do as at our homestead. He uses freezers for storage. Look at that, huh? I used to, at our house, used to just fill the whole thing up loose with the grain. Never again. Moisture becomes a problem and it ends up rotting the bottom of them. So if you leave them in the bag, it's in there long enough where it's not going to rot and get wet and moist. He's got another one he has there for his chicken scratch. I'm going to come over here. How you doing, girl? I'm going to come over here. He's got all kinds of good stalls over here. We were kind of contemplating if we were going to purchase this property or not, because it may be up for sale next year, but we like it. It's a little bit bigger than our property. However, we've done an awful lot of work on our property, and so who knows. How you doing there, Rocky? You want to say hi to everybody? Yeah, tell them Dad was nice. I fed you early this morning, and I just came back from the grain store, and I picked you up some grain. Huh? Yeah, and I gave you a treat, didn't I, huh? Over here is Muck. Valentine, who's over there, who's got the bow tendon. She is a very smart horse. She will not walk through that. She will go around, all the way around over here, because she knows it's unsafe. What we're going to do is next month, we're going to trench it all out and put some pea stone down and put a piece of tile and have it all going down and raise that up so there'll be no more mud pile there. We also, I'm going to have a buddy of mine, I'm going to pay him to come over here and plow all this all up. It's extremely high over there. And hey, Valentine, I don't want to go around and open up the door. How you doing? How you doing, sweetness? How you doing? And this is Bullwinkle over here. Let me put that back down to normal size. That's Bull. Hey, Bullwinkle. Bullwinkle. Hi, Rocky. Hi, Rocky. He's funny. I feed them. I feed Rocky his grain in the morning over there. Right where Bullwinkle is. Bullwinkle eats over here. And this little stinker, Rocky, actually hurries up and finishes his food, and he tries to push Bullwinkle away from over here, and all I have to do is take my hat off and go like this and say no, 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 and she knows. She knows. Look at that. He's a Boston Red Sox fan. Look at that. But he's a little stinker. He hurries up and he eats his food so he can go over and try to steal their food. But Dad's one step ahead of them. But this is the property. It's a beautiful piece of property. They got this pasture over here. They're pretty well eating it up. We've got to start rotating them again. And this is the whole barn. It's a beautiful, it's an old barn. It's nice. It does the trick. And but I just wanted to give you a tour of where our horses are hanging out during the day and at night. How you doing? And what we do is we spoil these chickens, even though they're not ours. We spoil them, and we give them a little bit of grain like this out of the grain bin, and we throw it over there, and they usually come running. Hey girls, I got some grain over here. But just wanted to kind of show you this property. It's a nice little area. It's so much better than our small pasture that we have. They basically, it's too small. I do want to expand it with the back body over at our homestead eventually, but you know, time is what it's all about. Time and money, but more time than anything else. Sweat equity. But that's it, folks. We got this bird over here. It's funny, at nighttime when I used to lock them up when they were on vacation, a lot of them would just kind of hang up on these beams. And I think when they saw a raccoon, they knew better to fly away and get away. So look at these beams, huh? How they used to notch them all out. This is an old barn. Gotta love it, huh? And I have no idea what that is up there. But that's it, folks. Wanted to give you a little quick tour of the horses' home away from home homestead. Hey, girls. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. Be safe. Hey, please hit that subscribe button on the bottom right. We really appreciate it. It helps our channel out. We want to reach that 100 status so we can get a shorter URL name instead of YouTube with a whole bunch of numbers and letters and funny looking characters. We can possibly have just Meanwhile Back on the Hobby Farm at YouTube. Something like that. Hey, take care, folks.